Coastal Championship Wrestling, South Florida, where Coral Springs Charter School, the man, South Florida's own. He's been there, done that, and doing it again. MVP.
Welcome back again. Jimmy, it's always a pleasure, man. How are you?
I'm good, man. We're in the classroom.
School's in session.
That's right. You had some students in there tonight, too. So talk about CCW, talk about the match, working with Stryker Ramirez, Erik Effron, and Selina Renta was in your corner.
Yes, tonight I had the pleasure of being presented by Miss Selina Renta, and I took on Erik Effron's charge, his client, Stryker Ramirez, who is the Southeastern heavyweight champion. And let's just say there was a little skullduggery, a little chicanery on the end, and cost me the title, but that's okay. I think this chapter is far from over. But CCW is my home. It's where I broke in. You know, it's the first promotion in Florida that was my home promotion. And the CCW ownership, Dan, and back in the day, Bruno and Tilly, Fight Out to Slam, they were friends and mentors to me. They always took care of me. They actually gave me a key to the school so that I could go and train whenever I wanted to. So any chance I get to come back home is beautiful, and especially if they ask me to come back home to help out and work with some of the younger talent, it's always a privilege.
And when you do that and you return to South Florida, what reflections also does it give to you when you get to come back here and wrestle and just the hometown feel, Miami, Broward?
Oh yeah, it feels great, man, because I take Miami with me everywhere I go, you know. Before Pitbull was calling himself Mr. 305, I was Mr. 305. And now he's Mr. Worldwide, so there's no dispute anymore. So.
See, you were smart with the MVP, but you should have did the 305 trademark or copyright on that one.
Right, yeah, I should beat him to it. That's all good. I mean, Miami, it's funny because I live in Houston, Texas, and I've been out there for about 10 years now. And people say, oh, is Houston home? No, Miami's home. I reside in Houston, but Miami will always be home.
Last time you were here, I believe, was for the tribute show for the late Blackhart Dave Johnson. What did he in that night mean to you?
Man, that one, you know, that was really tough because Dave was a true friend of mine and one of my earliest mentors. And you know, I always say, Soul Man Alex G taught me how to wrestle. He taught me how to be a professional wrestler, but Dave Johnson taught me the business. He taught me how to conduct myself in the locker room. He taught me how to, you know, how to handle promoters, you know, little things in the ring. And, you know, Dave was harsh. Dave held nothing back. And if it was good, he would tell you it was okay. And if it was bad, he would tell you it was awful. It's terrible. But he, you know, his sudden death at 50 from a heart attack, you know, caught everybody by surprise, and that one was particularly hard for me. And sadly, in this business of pro wrestling, it seems like I'm losing a friend or a colleague, one or two a year, and it's bad because you almost get to a place where I don't want to say callous, but you know, it's just like, oh man, another one, you know. But Dave and I were particularly close, and you know, he was a father to a young son, and I'm a father to a young son now, and I'm in that range. I'm 44, I'll be 45 in October. And, you know, pro wrestlers from my generation and before certainly have a tendency to die from heart attacks and different things like that. And his death, it really hit me hard and made me reassess how I approach my own health. And, you know, I want to be around for my son. And, you know, it breaks my heart to think that his son at 10, you know, is going the rest of his life without dad, and you know, it's painful. I miss Dave a lot, you know. So hopefully we'll be doing something annually, you know, like a Dave Johnson Classic or something like that, where we'll be able to contribute to, you know, some sort of like a trust fund for little Dave Johnson. So, but yeah, that would hit me really hard.